Calling all opinions. Argent.
Okay, anybody out there with deep historical crypto knowledge, financial markets, company resets, debt allocation, I'm calling all financial services crypto. Anybody that's seen some stuff over the last decade, help me understand what's about to happen, so we can kind of inform people. Now, this is all done in a vague way, but here's the quick breakdown. We all, if you're watching this, you have a chance, I was going to say we all, but you have an understanding of what's going on with Luna. And I did buy some at the very, very bottom. The exponential gains from here to anywhere up here, or anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4 to 500x. Yeah, maybe not 500, maybe it's 400. So I don't have large positions, but I did buy some all the way down at different intervals. And I'm a little worried right now, and I just need somebody to help me understand and read in between the lines. Usually I'm the one speculating, and I am speculating, but here's what's up. If I have a position on the table right now, my original investment is out, I do have some okay gains, cash on the table. This little up and down up here isn't very big, because we're talking about 50 to 100%. So a 1x gain from yesterday or today, or I'm saying the moves aren't big. The moves aren't big, but the moves from the bottom to up here were. Now, I just read this plan and how they're proposing the CEO to save Luna. Sounds great for the people at the top. Sounds great for big money. Sounds great. Sounds almost like a bailout, like a reset. Like, think of the housing crash in '08. I'm not trying to compare it to that completely, but the banks were overexposed. People at the top were overexposed. Actually, the American people paid for it, but the bailout that went to the big banks, paying themselves fat bonuses and covering and all this stuff, that's like the original holders of Luna right now. The proposed plan is to give, and so like, let's say they delete anybody that has coins. Let's say there's no payout. 40%, whatever they're going to do, they're going to mint $1 billion or whatever, and then they're going to allocate 40% to the people that had Luna before the depegging. I don't think I had much, if anything. 40% go to UST. I didn't have any of that. And 10% goes for development. So basically the question is, here's what I need your expertise on. If at any time next week or a month or at any time they decide that this proposal is actually going to happen and it gets announced, does anybody that has coins, since they're going to great reset it, does this just immediately go to zero and you get nothing? And then from there, we're sitting coinless. Let's say you didn't have much Luna before the depegging. So I guess if I'm not painting a picture for you, hey, if you found an opportunity and got in here and saw 1 to 3 to 400x gains, and the only way that they think to go forward is to basically delete all those coins, let anybody that had gains, let those go to zero, and then reissue the coins to the important people, let's say. I'm not saying that normal people didn't have coins, but a lot of big money. So then all the new Luna Save program, at the price they set to launch with, the coins you can't get before they even push them, all the big money, let's say, essentially gets those coins. Then the coins are launched, or they launch officially, and it can skyrocket or go down. It doesn't matter. I'm just simply asking, if they do this plan based on historical data, do the holders before the reset get, you know what I mean, dumped on? So if I have a position right now, cash on the table, do I get rid of some of that 50%? Profits have already been taken, original investments out, so it's just harvested profit. Do I take half of that out right now and let it ride for the long term? Let's say the proposed plan for the reset, let's say, doesn't go through, or it was never going to go through, and it's just supposed to get me to want to sell. I sell, it crashes the price. Overall, then the big money can get in from the bottom again. Do you see the mind game here? If they do the reset, does anything that was gained since the crash, is there anything that we get? Because I don't see anything in here that says, hey, by the way, the people that actually showed some hope for the project and bought at nothing on Thursday night, oh, well, you're not important. Yeah, you showed hope, but the right people didn't buy down there. So the only way for us to really go forward is to delete all you people and your coins and your holdings and your gains, and we'll just reissue them to the people that we think are important, which are the people that had. So I get the other side of it too. I'm not trying to be that guy. I just think it's a little uneven. And if it's going to happen, if whatever I have on the table is going to go to zero on Monday or whenever they announce this, or a week or a year from now, or what's going to happen? If they do this proposal plan, what happens to the people that already have coins that bought on the way down? I bought some at $25 early last week. I bought some with 6 zeros and a 9 at the end of it. I've got a bunch of different holdings, and I understand we went from the millions to the trillions, the billions to the trillions, but I'm a little unsure here what to do I mean, if they delete or reset the whole thing, do we get anything? If this is inevitable, if this is like definitely going to happen, should I just sell everything now, or I'm going to sound like a conspiracist, or does that article, and do they just want us to sell? So if they're not going to do the great reset thing, next week is going to be filled with a proposed plan, trying to do this, trying to do that, more sell pressure. Everybody's going to freak out. At some point, why is no one doing a video on this? Why is there not an article that says, oh, hey, by the way, anybody that holds any Luna right now, and you didn't have some before it started to crash, your coins are going to go to zero. I feel like, well, no, because if that was in the news and there was an article about it, that would allow us to actually win a little. So I get why it's not there. It's just somebody's got to see this. Somebody's got to give me a little piece of information, comment, share it, do edit. What are we doing here? Like, are we actually going to hold these rock bottom prices and hold for the long term and watch anything on the table go to zero and go, yep, pretty much thought this was going to happen? Or do we take some profit, more profit? Let me know.